It's a money grab in Tennessee. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Kevin McShane. Humbled that you found some time in your busy schedule to pay me a visit this weekend on this Saturday, July 17th, 2010. And I wanted to take this time to say a few words about the current contract quandary facing the Tennessee Titans and their all-purpose running back, Chris Johnson. We all know the stats. He ran for 2,006 yards a season ago. He averaged 5.6 yards per carry, 125.4 yards on the ground, and is scheduled to make just over $500,000 this season. Now, my friends, I pose the question to you. Where does this picture seem to be broken? No one is denying his all-world talent. He's one of the most premier backs in the league and is the most electrifying player in all of the NFL. So the question now is, the age-old question is now drenched up in Tennessee. Do we pay a running back mega bucks when he's approaching the other side of 30, when we know every hit he takes could be his last, especially when he hits that magical age of 30? If you're asking my humble opinion, this is a decision I don't think the Titans have much of a choice in. Yes, Vince Young will receive most of the press clippings because of the position he plays and because of his personal history. But to be honest, Johnson is the spark plug that makes that offense go, and he's the one that stirs the stew every Sunday and gets everyone on the edge of their seats waiting for the next electrifying move. So I know that owner Bud Adams doesn't usually like to break the bank when it comes to paying out veteran players, but in the case of Chris Johnson, I don't think he's got much leverage in this situation. So it's time for Mr. Adams to go to the bank and get a blank check and start adding zeros to the end of it, because if he wants to stay competitive this season and beyond, Chris Johnson has to be a major factor into their plans into the future. That, my friends, is cut and dry. But as we all know, these contract situations can be a little bit tricky, especially when they're not amicable. But there's one thing we all know, friends. This will be one of the top storylines we'll be following as training camp approaches. It's only under 2 weeks away now, friends, which will bring an enormous smile to my face. But as in the case of Chris Johnson, only time will tell. So we'll just have to sit back and watch how this all plays out. Have a great weekend, everybody. I'm Kevin McShane. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you on the other side.